Friends, hi. 90% of Indian CXO or the Indian business leader feel that goods and service tax has made easy of doing business by bringing down the barriers across the country. Now, what do we mean by the goods and service tax is bringing down the barriers across country? When you go and see the structures of goods and service tax, you would be see that goods and service tax is providing the simplifications in your compliance to do the easy of doing business. Goods and service tax is going to celebrate the 5th anniversary on 1st July 2022. Now GST is going to celebrate the 5th anniversary. In the last 5 years, how GST has added the magnificent values and adding the system structures to do the better business, creating the better environment across countries. No matter what business size you have, whether you are in large, mid or small, for every sector of the business, GST has become a backbone. When you have the goods and service tax, you would be able to do your business or run your business effectively and efficiently. This is how the goods and services is providing the values to your business. Now, why industry leaders or CXO is briefing about that goods and service tax is bringing down the barriers. Now, let you understand this with the 5 deliverables that I'm going to elaborate here. The number one is the simplifications of tax structures. Now, if we talk about the goods and service tax, there are 3 types of tax only. The integrated tax, central sales tax, central GST or a state GST. So the integrated tax, that is IGST, central GST, that is CGST, or state GST, that is SGST. It is very simple in the form of a structures. What the business you are doing, you'd be able to know very easy that what tax you are going to charge. This is very important to know as a entrepreneur and the business owner. Number second deliverable that has bringing down the barriers is the automations of tax system, the tax compliance. Now understand this. All those returns and compliances in GST is automized. Now what happened when you have the automations of your tax system, the tax compliance, you would be able to find more work and friendly able to file the returns, compliance and get to all those in a very satisfactory manner. Now when you have the automations in your tax compliance, you have to simply file the online tax return, pay the tax and file the compliances as easily. Now when you have the tax returns in automations mode, you will not be worried more to go for the manual interventions. You will not get more notices or the scrutiny from your authorities or the assessment persons. In a manual intervention, you will get all those through the automations of your GST. You will get all those notices, assessment, and what the informations you sought for is through your online system. The automations of compliances is adding more values to get more better environment to do and run your business effectively. With this, the third deliverable is the introductions of e-way bill system. Now, so the India is a hub of logistics. The whole India, where the transportations business, the courier business, the logistic business, we are more worried about the check post and how they have the difficulties to move the goods from one state to another state. Think about it. E-way bill has completely put down all these barriers and adding more values to run your business. E-way bill system has created a new oxygens in the transportations, logistic and courier business where they are able to move their goods friendly anywhere in India. There is no any check post. There is no any barriers to move the goods from one state to another state. And most important, the babus are not there to ask for the brief, to ask for the monies to move the goods from one state to another state. So the introductions of the e-way bill is one of the welcome steps from the government to move the goods, transit the goods across India friendly. This is how the goods and service tax has brought a very significant step through introductions of e-way bill. Now, with this, the fourth deliverable is the introductions of electronic invoice. This is how the Indian CXO or the business leader feel that electronic invoice is added more values in the system to create more transparent in the system, to have a more tax compliances, and the information is passing very smoothly. When you raise the electronic invoice, the recipient would be able to go and see what tax you have paid, what tax you have filed. Recipient would be able to see easily. Now think about it as an entrepreneur, as a business owner. Why GST become a backbone? Why GST is one of the capsules that can help to your business to have a more effective and to create the more values in your business. Because electronic invoice is adding more value. You simply go and create the invoice no matter what size of business you have. There is certain limit the government has introduced for the electronic invoice applications, but wherever it is apply, the industry know that how it is adding more values in their system. All those informations in GSTR1 is auto-populated through the GST portals. So the ease of filing the returns, ease of reconciling the data through the help of electronic invoice is one of the welcome steps from the government. Government is adding more values, and more important, the government is finding to those persons, those taxpayers who are culprit, who are not adding the values in the system, who are not doing the right and honest business, who are just moving the transactions. Government is able to see at the real time what transactions, what value you are reporting to the GST portals. There is invoice registration portals, IRP. With the help of IRP, government is able to see all this about. So now you have to understand that electronic invoice is adding more values to create the simplifications of your tax structures, to adding more values, to have a more better compliance with the help of electronic invoice. And the fifth deliverable is the boost in export and automatic refund system of your GST. Now, boost in export, what do you mean by that? When you talk about goods and service tax, export, where most of the transactions are in the zero rated, are adding more values in the business. Now, goods and service tax is providing the pillar to those entrepreneurs and the business owner who are doing the cross-border transactions, adding more values, providing the simplifications of the system, and they can be able to run their business effectively. What input tax, what GST paid on purchase is automatically get a refund under export categories of the entrepreneur and the business owner. So the certain class of taxpayer who are running their business with the cross-border transactions is able to get all those refund in automatic way, in an automatic manner. So there is no any system where you have to go and apply for the GST refund. It is as usual in a manner where the simplification the government has added. You have to simply do your business. You have to simply do the transactions with the cross border. You will get all those GST refund, whatever applicable in your business. This is how the government is adding more values in the goods and service tax. When GST was introduced, many of the persons was told the goods and service tax is a gobbling tax. Now you feel the industry leaders. Now you see the industry leaders or the CXO what they are talking. They feel more confident and they have a more confident that goods and service tax will add more values over the period of the time. Goods and service tax will add more values in the India's economy to run the business effectively, and the most important, the recipient would be able to get all those tax benefit, would be able to get all those input tax credit friendly because the system is going to control through automations. And when the automations is running, you will get automatically what your supplier has filed, you will automatically get as a recipient. That is more important. You need to understand. So goods and service tax is one of the simple tax that is adding more value no matter what business you are doing, what size of business you have. So whether you have not applied the goods and service tax in your business as of date, you should apply. No matter the turnover, you have to see and then apply. If your turnover is 10 lakh to 15 lakh rupees, you should go and apply for the goods and service tax and add more values in your business. You should be more cognizant that how GST is going to add more value, and simultaneously the GST will add the remarkable opportunities in your business. You would be able to get to create the tremendous opportunities and have a phenomenal approach of the growth in your business. Now this is up to you only, because the survey says here that goods and service tax is adding more values by bringing down the barriers across country. Look at the system, how the e-way bills is working. Look at the system, how the electronic invoice is working. Look at the simple structures of GST. Look at the automations of tax compliance in GST. Look at the system of tax compliance in GST. Look at the automations of tax compliance in GST. You will have more values in GST, no matter what size of business you are running. Find out the opportunities in your business. Scale more business with the help of GST, because GST is one of the compliance, and compliance is your vehicle to add more values in your business, to run your business effectively, efficiently, and over the period of the time, you would have more opportunity. You would be able to create the tremendous opportunities and would have a phenomenal growth in your business. Think about it. GST is adding the simple values in your business, adding more values in your business, getting more opportunities in your business. What is goods and service tax? Start to apply in your business, add more values, create more employment, adding some values to the extent to your business and imparting the services to the India's GDP. This is Sajjan Singh signing out. Until we meet again, thank you. Thank you very much.